kingdom power of self-government. I want everyone to listen very carefully. Self-government, the original purpose and principle of personal leadership. Your life is your call, and your calling always has life in it.
The world class.
Let's talk to him back. I'm F-R-E-E, fuck girl free. That mean I ain't gotta worry about a bitch nagging me. I'm S-I-N-G. Shut up, ho.
Baby, ain't back in the house. The streets ain't what I thought it was gonna be. Too many cracks in the ground. They don't love a nigga at all. Outside ain't giving what it's supposed to give. I don't wanna be fuck girl free no more, girl. I want you to put me on lock. Please let me back in the house. My grandma wanna talk to you.
What's up? Welcome to the World Class. I am Noble Migu'El, Maree, Tunica Bay, most American Muslim, consecrated and appointed missionary in More Science Temple of America. It's one of them lives I seen, the lives that we're doing today that I seen a couple people do some reactions to, some reviews of, and it offended me, but as you can tell by the title. So we're gonna get straight to business. But before we do that, shout out to XL Pro. Always representing the fellas in the space. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to the Man 50. What's up with you? Or D-Man 50, my bad. Shout out to Supreme 10, definitely just like XL Pro, man. Y'all always representing the space. Shout out to Savannah. We got special thanks to Savannah. Congratulations, Savannah, on 10 subs. Savannah got 10 subs. Savannah, post your link in the chat so people can sub to you. She's gonna be doing content very, 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 very soon. But yeah, shout out to Supreme 10. Shout out to Savannah. Definitely hit the like button on the way in. Subscribe. We're gonna be making our run to get monetized. Already got the watch hours. We just need to get to 1,000. We are about let me see, 4 or something minute. About I don't know how many. About 64 subs from getting the community tab. Then we'll need obviously 500 to get the to get monetized. So again, thank you. I appreciate you guys for watching the videos, sharing it. Everybody that came through. What Supreme 10 say? He said, I'm fortunate that I worked overnight. There are 24-hour gyms that I am a member of. I love exercising anytime between 3 to 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. on my off days. You lucky, man. And in the middle of the night, it'd be empty. Please put a 1 in the chat if my audio is good. Hopefully you don't see no echo. I had some echoing problems earlier. I don't know who's calling me right now. I had some echoing issues earlier when I was trying to record because we're gonna be pumping out a video. My goal is to do 2 videos a day. They won't be long like these will be for this week. These next couple ones. So that's definitely a goal. So it's good. Okay, I appreciate it. What's going on, XL Pro? We just shouted you out. Definitely excited to get into this. So the video I got that we're gonna watch is just me. I got it from MTR. Shout out to MTR. Mediocre tutorials and reviews. Shout out to him. Link in the description to his channel. I seen Courtney. I am Courtney Michelle. I seen her earlier. Seen her first. So link to her response to this as well. It's gonna be in the description, so you guys can do your own reviews and take a look at it. I don't know where to get the original thing at. I don't have TikTok. I will be within the next couple of weeks making an Instagram, maybe a TikTok. I don't know nothing about TikTok. I have no idea. I don't know what TikTok's about. But But they both of their channels and links is in the description. That shit was wild, bro. It just, as soon as I seen it, man, it automatically gave me like what the fuck. But I'm glad people are kind of catching these Al Karens. You know what we say over here, couch game. Shout out to Mr. Palmer too. You know how we we say these Al Karens, man, and Al Keishas with the finesse game. Gotta come to an end, man. We got some so tomorrow's Thursday, man. We got a real good video coming out Friday. It's another race trader video. So I appreciate everybody watching the videos that came out. Again, my goal is to do 2 a day. Get a habit of doing 1 a day. And get the content up, because you gotta be consistent in YouTube. I was telling Big Mike drop, I think today, I said YouTube don't love you if you ain't consistent. It helped me. That's right. Keep them veins cool, man. Fuck them, man. Definitely shout out to Savannah. She can be doing its content. She's very, very sharp. She's literally that FBI that Kevin Samuels was talking about. She's definitely on game. So yeah, let's get to it, man. This don't got to be long today. I really want to get you guys in here. I'm gonna drop the link as soon as we're done this. I'm not gonna do too much of a response because it's not too much to look. It's really little. It's a short video of like a minute. I haven't even gone over his video, his response, MTR's response. But without further ado, like he always say, I don't know shit. Let me see. What do y'all think? Put a 1 for this screen or put a 2 for this screen? Which y'all want? This one or this one? Let's do like the first 3. 1 for this screen. I've been going back and forth, so I figure I'll just ask the type of person I'm in. This screen or this screen? Put a 1 for this one, put a 2 for this one. I don't know. It depends on like the quality, right?
Thank you.
Not that damn video. I think for the stream it should be like, oh, this 2, right? Okay, yeah, 2. I'll even do this. Since you use the first, let me see. Right, bro, I feel you, bro. Savannah said do 2. Yeah, I'm with you. I'll get that down. 2 facts. Yeah, I'm gonna put this up instead. Man, this is better so y'all can really, really see it. All right, so without further ado, let's rock.
Being a pervert, and when I stand up for trainer gets caught on camera being a pervert, and when I stand up for myself, he threatens to call the police and revoke my membership. Let's watch.
And when I stand up for myself, he threatens to call the police and revoke my membership.
Okay, I thought so. Keep it pushing.
Wow. Yeah.
Nobody was looking at you any type of way. I don't own the gym, I work here. Yes. And if you're getting rude, then you can leave.
That means what?
I can call the police and have you trespass right now. Would you like that?
Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead, let him know.
That's what we'll do. So right now, I need you to take your stuff and head up front. Like she said, you can do something. We got
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Let's go back through this. It's not a long video. It's probably not gonna be a long live. But it's a lot to take in.
Trainer gets caught on camera being a pervert, and when I stand up for myself, he threatens to call the police and revoke my membership. Let's watch.
And when I stand up for myself, he threatens to call the police.
So this is the part that like truly irritated me right off rip. It's just when I stand up for myself, like what do you? Nobody's bullying you. Like nobody's bullying you. Nobody's threatening you. You're a funny looking white girl wearing tight clothes at the gym. Like nobody's doing anything to you. The funny thing about it is it's premeditated. You come here with a camera, and I just, for the life of me, I don't understand. Like I get it for dude is like being ridiculous. He's saying stuff to you constantly. All right, even if he in a corner like staring at you being weird, but a dude staring at you, especially as a dad, like I've been a goddaughter since I've been a goddaughter. I've had a goddaughter since I was 15. So I've been that overprotective, I've been a big brother and an older cousin. So I got little girls and had little younger girls to protect. So I've been in that protective mode, and I get it. Like I don't want nobody staring at my little girl. But at the end of the day, man, if somebody's not touching you or doing something to you, like, what are you doing? Like this feminist crap, this reach shit is crazy to me. And I get it. It's TikTok, like Supreme Ten just said. He said clout chasing at best, right? On the TikTok shit. But my thing is, you're coming there looking for conflict. Like, and I know what that looked like because I used to go to the club, right? I used to go to the club looking to fight, and I never fought. Like I'm saying, so I know what it looked like. And that's not like you gotta be deep into this to understand what it is. It's like her whole shit is lame, man. Like this whole setup right here is lame. Like, what are you doing this for? How was she even this angle is so this angle is so good, it's crazy. Like this is crazy. She gotta be a TikToker. She gotta be on social media because this angle is so fire to get the full angle, the angle at them. Like she already knew where they're gonna be, and then started doing shit, pulling shit. And apparently they got another angle where she got a little butt on her, or whatever, for her, genotype or whatever. And this off top, that first statement pissed me the fuck off. I'm like, what are you standing? Nobody's doing anything to you. You being seen as a threat to you, but you go somewhere where you're gonna be seen. I don't understand. And they'll put behind it, you should be able to. What the fuck does it should have to do with natural law? People can look at you. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you because you insecure. I only know nobody was looking at her ugly ass anyway.
And revoke my membership.
So too, right? When you look at MTR's video, he points out that she slows this video down. This video editing. He's zooming in. The dude sitting down is looking around it, right? Looking around the weights to be able to look at her. The actual personal trainer is the guy that's standing up. He's not even paying a bitch no mind. So he probably mumbled something. All right, look at that ass or something like that. What niggas usually do. But this is not even, mind you, this is not even catcalling. But you, like a predator, looking for an opportunity to call somebody something, you staring at. But the thing that's crazy is this goofy ass lady is staring at them. She's looking at them just as much as they're looking at him. So what if ain't he flexing his muscles? Can she be objectifying him? That's how I take it. It seemed like she objectifying them. Did she ask them to be in her TikTok? Did she ask them? Did she ask the gym? Right? Okay. Because he acted like he supposed to look at her. He supposed to ask her to look at her. That's what she acting like. Okay, did she ask any of these people, the gym, anything? Is that the dress code? Did he feel violated? Did they feel racially profiled? We can all be stupid if that's what we want to do. If there's nothing else to do, we can all be dumb.
Do you need something? Do you need something? Do you need something? Do you need something?
Then you go out your way to be pseudo assertive. Do you need something? Do you need something? Bitch, what do you ask me? Do I need something for? I can look at you, bitch. Like, oh man, it's like facts. She's a clown. Breezy says, So that's exactly it. So Karenish. Reminds me of that dude who was like, "Excuse me, miss, is you in my business? Don't do that." Right? Supreme 10 says, looking for conflict from other gym members. Yeah, bitches clout chasing, trying to go viral, but it backfired in a major way. Didn't something else just happen like that? Oh, the chick with the, I ain't want to do that. I ain't want to That's like, I'm gonna be doing the best I can, and we're gonna be following more of these like trending things that happen, trying to get a little earlier than what I did, because apparently this is like a couple days old. You know, you gotta be on shit the day of or whatever. But that chick that turned down the nuclear physicist or whatever, or the guy that was supposed to be going to learn to be a nuclear physicist. This type of clownish feminist clout chasing shit is backfiring on them, and I'm excited about it. Even all the way back to Jada, like all that shit that they're doing is backfiring on them, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having a ball. I'm glad it's blowing up in her face, but they still getting clout from it because there ain't no such thing as bad press, right? So she asked him, "Do you need something?" A nigga like, "Do I need something?" Like, bitch, what are you saying? Because she's so thirsty. She's so thirsty for attention. She don't even know who this dude is, and he worked it.
Do you need something? Okay, I thought so.
If you ain't, bro, as a hood nigga, bro, I've been around little white chicks, man. If you this little nasty, little passive aggressive shit, this is how they act, man. This is how they act. Oh yeah, I thought so, bitch. If you don't shut the fuck up, how the fuck you think you're talking to? Like, shorty was pretty pissed. He say, "What do you mean you thought so?"
Keep it pushing.
Wow.
Fact.
Yeah.
Facts. If you got such a fucking attitude, remember, she started off in her comment saying they want to revoke my membership. So at a minimum, everybody in there is a member. So what gives you the right to talk to somebody else? And if people can't look at you and make no contact with you, what makes you think you got a right to just be rude to other members? And I'm glad he jumped right on that, picking out game like, oh, I see what this is. If that's the case, and that's kind of how he approached it. That's not kind of how he approached it. That's exactly how he approached it. If that's what we're doing, then let's do this. You can get the fuck out. In so many words, in his corporate corporate sass. You know, you don't want corporate to send no letter to you.
Nobody was looking at you any type of way. I don't own the gym.
No, dumbass. You don't know who the fuck you're talking to. That's why you saying the shit that he's saying. See, I want to go back real quick because look at her response. What them videos where they were like, it said, oh, here you go. Yeah. It's at this point she knew she fucked up because she's looking. Look at, if you can look close and see her eyes. That's not the response she was expecting. She was expecting him to get the rejection that females like her funny looking ass expect. So she might got a little butter on her. I don't know. That shit on me. Whatever. I'm not gonna get in that. Something. She might got some shape back there, and she get more attention than what she's supposed to be. But you ugly. I just want you to know that you ugly. And you was trying to give somebody the rejection that you usually get when you try to get the dudes of a different level. And that's not what happened because the dude fucking worked there. That's what happens with all of this clown ass clout chasing shit. I don't understand. Like, if I was ever going to do vlogs or some type of shit on social media that I'm going to make money for, I would want people to participate. I talk to people behind the scenes about doing collaborations and doing shit all the time. Like, I don't understand why you can't just ask people to be a part of it, but you can't ask somebody to participate and you exposing them for nothing, though. I get that. Exposing somebody for doing nothing other than just enjoying themselves. You look at the fucking scenery. That's the point. It's niggas that look at other niggas like, damn, I'm trying to be as big as him. What is that? That's being a pervert? In some cases, it may be. Dude may be gay. I don't know. But I think this is clowned out. I think everybody thinks that this is clowned out. And it needs to be called out, especially in this space. Because it's unnecessary, man. We always at risk from some white chick pretending that we're doing something to them that we're not. And shout outs to I Am Courtney Michelle. I'm gonna find her channel. Any of my moms, please, y'all, please go subscribe to her channel. For calling that shit out, I like what MTR did, but I had to kind of blend it too, because I like that she called that out. She did a little piece on, you know, reminding people who Emmett Till was and giving a story. Because granted, we can put an Al-Keisha in the same situation, right? We can put one of these black chicks in this situation, and it happens a lot. But where did she get it from? Which is why Mr. Palmer, from now on, from time and time again, says our Karens are the worst. Where'd she get that behavior from? She get it from this little chicks like this, put niggas at risk, trying to claim somebody's doing something that they're just looking. Like, this penis envy shit is so intense and so deep, and it'll never change because you weren't worthy as a female to be a male. I'm gonna say this shit. I'm a type of person. I'm gonna just go there. You weren't worthy to be a female. I mean, to be a male. That's your problem. Other women don't have that problem. Little girls like this had that problem. You weren't good enough. That's on you. But you're not going to find no makeshift way to make dudes pay for that. Like, this shit lame as fuck, bro. It irritates my soul to watch this shit. And then before you play the rest, I'm glad it was older men and not like a young boy or whatever, or a little boy. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad it was men that was mature enough to know how to handle it and not cuss and give her more than what she got. Because what if she'd have fucked up some boy's life? He don't know how to respond. He don't know how to just be professional. And she gets enough out of it to be able to run with the story and fuck his career up. Maybe the dude still got fired. I don't know, but I know the way you responded is the way you're supposed to respond. Right. XL Pro said these same lies. These are the same lies on the man. The same exact ones over and over again. Definitely shout out to Courtney Michelle. I am Courtney Michelle channel. And check her out after this live is over or whatever, and see that's her last video, and see what she did on it. It was pretty cool. And check out MTR's.
Yeah.
Nobody was looking at you any type of way. I don't own the gym, I work here. Yes. And if you're getting rude, then you can leave.
That means what?
Bitch, what the fuck do you mean? That means what? It means shut the fuck up. Like, I don't understand. I work here. What that means? What the hell? Breezy coming with the fire. What's up, Dallas? What's up with you? Breezy says translucent people be tripping sometimes. What did she even take her shirt off for? Exactly. Watch this. This ain't even it. The shirt was one thing. Watch this other part. If she was squatting while looking in the mirror, she would have she shouldn't have done that at home. She should have done that at home. If she's uncomfortable, men, look, that's a fact. And that's why I say go look at, because MTR said some other stuff. I don't want to steal his thunder and repeat what he said. But I just want to point out this part right here. Like, she's in the middle of talking to him, and watch what she does.
I can call the police and have you trespass right now. Would you like that?
Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead, let him know.
That's what we'll do. So right now, I need you to take.
What is all that? What's all that shit? What is that? Like, what is this? He's not mesmerized by your ass like that. Like, what is like, am I tripping? What is this shit?
So right now, I need you to take your stuff and head up front.
Like, what is all of that?
Police and have you trespass right now. Would you like that?
Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead, let him know.
That's what we'll do. So right now,
Let them know so they can come and they can see your ass, right? Right, the little shimmy for TikTok.
you take your stuff and head up front. Like she said, you song.
Or the other guy. Like, what the fuck? What did any of this? What are these? Yo, what does this have to do with anything? Like, I'm just so lost. What a part of? I've been to the gym a lot. What does this have to do with anything? Explain this to me. What do you need to do that for? This bitch is so thirsty.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead.
And if you're getting rude, then you can leave.
That means what?
I can call the police and have you trespass right now. Would you like that?
I don't like. I really don't like ugly chicks, bro.
That's what we'll do.
They do so much stupid shit.
Stuff and hit up front.
And this niggas that think she cute.
Like she said, you some. We got
What the fuck is that? Am I tripping? Man, y'all let me know, bro. That shit look crazy to me. She's so thirsty, but it's not like it's a mystery because we all know that she do TikTok, so she was doing it on purpose. That's why I said TikTok feminist. She got to be one of these feminists because why take that angle versus just being a TikToker or social media influencer on fitness? Like that's a whole industry. Why are you mixing the two? Facts. Definitely check out MCR. Appreciate you, Savannah. Check out his channel. Go check out his video. I think. Oh yeah, that's the actual video. Exactly, Breezy. Doing a little shimmy for TikTok. And for the niggas that was there. That's what that's for. Savannah says the last thing a scared woman is going to do is be aggressive. Facts. She wasn't scared. She was assertive. She was asserting shit. Can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? Scared people don't do that shit. That shit was phony, man. Facts. The Supreme 10 says she's not there to work out. She's not there to work out. She there to clout chase. They try to create a victim. They get somebody's dad taken away from them so he can grow up without a dad and they can continue the statistic shit. Breezy said, no, she said all that. She said all this ass. You cook all the time. Right. She's like trying to make this shit tight, pulling around the edges. Funny looking little bitch. And she's counting to pour her shorts up. Child, please, facts. And I don't know, man. It's the shimmy for me. Like that's literally like it's not stretching. It's not. I don't like ugly bitches. I don't like her. I don't like this lady. Definitely not. Woo! What did they make these people, bro? No, but this killed me. Not translucent people. Not on the Wednesday. Shout out to Dallas. Shout out to Savannah. Breezy. Shout out to Supreme 10. Shout out to everybody in the building. My fault. What's going on, bro? I'm not trying to be. I'll tell you that, bro. I ain't trying to be. I'm not trying to be. Not with these types right here. Not with these baby mama terrorists. At all. Man, I think I am being kind because it's like it's just trying to expose these chicks. I'm just so happy. This is an awesome time, bro. I can take you. I was gonna do a whole different live, but I had to jump on this. I didn't want to make. I was gonna make a video, but I was having some echoing problems earlier today, and I was like, might as well just go live, and because I was gonna do a video on. I might just fucking do it. But yeah, just wanted to give y'all an opportunity to come on and speak on it. I know everybody ain't no content creator, but I wanted to give y'all an opportunity to speak on it. Because I seen Palmer did something different. I ain't seen nobody go live about this shit. I seen videos and reaction. Says she is lacking in those legs compared to the women at my gym. Bro. It's the genes. Ain't nothing you can say. It is what it is. It is what it is. I seen about a good 50 chicks today. That'll put her to shame if they wore that same outfit. Ain't nobody thirsty for everything, man. Like these, I get it. I get it. You got a huge portion of men that are not getting sex, are not getting attention, Let a damn firework off. So you got a lot of thirsty dudes out there. I get it, but all of us not going for all that. I'm not looking her way, not all, not at all. But it's like you got a lot of dudes that's into a chick that look like that. But if niggas was really on you, I'm not gonna sit. Like, what would cause? Let's look at this again. Like, what would cause? Like, what? For what? Like, what are you saying? If you were so fine, man, they're not sitting there. Like I was practicing today, right? They're not gonna sit there. They're actually gonna come up to you and try to run some game. Like I practiced today. It was this pretty little chocolate lady. I went to the market, got my son some food. This little thick chocolate lady, she ended up being married. And I was just trying my hand, right? You know, like I do. And she was real off, you know, she was fine. She was like, you know, flirty or whatever. So I was like, I just said, is it possible to call you? She said she had a ring. I said, I'm good. I said, cool, go enjoy your marriage. But she was still standing there. Fine as a motherfucker. Chocolate. I was like, you know, enjoy your marriage. But she was standing there, like, not ready to leave. Like, I will, you know, we can still exchange numbers. So, but it's like, you attractive, we'll have a conversation. I'll be where you are to talk with you. You know, we went in at the same time, kind of left at the same time. I grabbed her card, put it in the thing. The thing was like right next to mine. And I went, you know, it was a deal. When a man like you, he'll say something to you. Bitch, you over there in the mirror. Niggas ain't saying nothing to you funny looking at her. She ugly. I don't like her.
Yo,
what's up, Bree?
what it do?
On? It's everything. How you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. How are you feeling?
I can't complain. If I complain, something gonna fall out the sky, hit me.
Hey man, I got a lot to complain about, but I'll discuss that on another day. Your boy crazy, but listen, man, these women.
Oh yeah, y'all still beefing. What's up? What you?
He just made a video about me and wouldn't let me on it. You know what I mean? And then he deleted the video because he looks stupid. I don't have a YouTube channel, so you just gave me all that attention. Speaking of attention, women, they like attention. You know what I mean? So the very thing that you are asking for and wanting in a man, you get mad and try to embarrass him and shame him. When, like, if I was him, I would have just like called her out. Like, who do you think you are? You know, like, why are you here and why are you calling me out? You took that shirt off mad slow, and you wanted a reaction. This right here was premeditated.
Thanks. Like, what is she doing? Like, who don't know how to work out? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and I don't.
Not putting away. She's not doing anything.
Most people, when they go to the gym and they're serious about it, unless, like, you know what I mean, unless you're just trying to show off your workout or whatever, you're not really gonna have a camera. You're just gonna work out. Then plus, men, they like beauty. If he found anything on you to be attractive, that's good on you because you're not even that cute. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I think she looked like a parrot. That's what I think. She like a parrot.
Yeah. And if you notice, though, she's the only woman in that gym. So of course you're gonna get all the male attention. Like, there's no other options. It's like being the cutest girl in the room. Out in public with everybody else, you're standard issued. So.
Here's my question, because I don't find him attractive. I've never been attracted to European descendants. Never in my life. So does she qualify as one of the cuter ones?
I would say she has a nice body for her ethnicity, because they don't usually come like that.
You seen her other picture? Like, they have another picture with her, like, from the back. I don't know if that's her or not, but yeah.
I mean, like I said, her face is nothing to write home about, but
yeah, I don't.
Her body is decent for her ethnicity. You know what I mean? And like I said, she's the only woman there, so of course she's gonna look like she's the hottest thing.
All right. What's up, G man? First time on the show. Appreciate it. I'm glad to have you.
What's up, man? It's Gerald World Class. What's happening, man?
What's going on with you, bro? I know that's you.
Okay, nothing much. Just coming on, just prepping the show and just to laugh at this because in this time, and you remember, I'm older than the internet. I was not around when this shit was going on.
Right.
Into Savannah, what can you say when we living in the 21st century? We have seen where men were lynched behind women, feminists, and we've seen the downfall. We've seen the extraction of power. As a woman, to say and campaign, why would a man even come to the table knowing it's a 10-year time bomb? Like, you got this, and it's like, well, what do you bring to the table besides lifting weight in your body? What can a woman do now to convince a man to even put the rope around his neck? What?
Put a gun to his head with the rope.
Can you? I mean, Savannah, come on, you're the representation of the womanhood, which your war is infrastructure war now because you're probably on the good side trying to defend men. How are you going to defend us even against this stupidity? How? Savannah left, didn't she? Damn it, she left.
No, that was Breezy. Breezy left though.
Okay, so I mean, I want to know because it's getting kind of crazy that this is all you in this time. No, world class in this time of like high gas, food, a dumbass, leader, and backed by another dumbass that's supposed to be the vice. We can see. It's like they act like we can't see. And then you bring things on.
Hey, and then you're not supposed to see. Even if you're not, apparently, according to this little wench, you're not supposed to use your eyes.
You remember what David Chappelle, I think Richard Pryor was the first one who said it, but even David Chappelle said, well, what are you looking at? Well, ma'am, you need to look at what you got on. And so you're getting upset at us because we as men are looking. Now, it's funny. When men don't look, they still get uptight. When men don't pay attention, they so destructible that they will even erase their own children. They would even lie and say that you went to the store and graped them and bought some grapes and find out you didn't do shit. But then the system doesn't even hold them accountable and refuse to put them in jail. This is why when somebody say, oh, Willie Lynch ain't real, well, my question is, well, shit, tell me, why did it work? How to make a slave.
Supreme 10 says, seeking out debate and nobody fought for it. Facts. We done seen this. We seen this play already, man. We done played it on Madden already, man. we done already played this play, man.
I guess they thought we didn't pay attention to when we seen even dudes, let's call them HV, high value men. And basically, let's just say athletes who literally got raped of their finances.
Yeah.
We can even go with somebody like, let's say I don't listen to him, will never buy his music, but I listen to the situation. Chief Keef. How the hell that person didn't get penalized for raping a 16-year-old boy and want to say, you owe me $500,000?
Man, that made me mad, bro. That made me mad listening to that. I'm like, what protection do you have as a male in North America, especially when you brown skin? Like, what do you have? Because if you can have on paper that he's 16 at conception of the child, and she was what, 30 something? How old was the chick?
She was 30 something when he was 16.
And no, he don't go to jail, and she don't go to jail. No charges are even pressed. Like, it's not even a process.
Yeah.
What the hell is this?
Yeah, good luck with that. But apparently we're not supposed to see, and we just need to leave it up to Jesus. Okay, a Jesus moment again. Gotcha. They don't like that we're paying attention. It is a problem with us paying attention.
Facts.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah, and the problem is that it's just a little bit too late for what they got to do. Now, I mean, listen, man, these people that's on the right, these people have benefited off the bloodshed, the death of men alone, and that's just one section. You know, you can do this to the Mayans, which we will call Hispanics. You can do this to the European people, which we call Europe. You have done this. You have brought all of this into this pool of just chaos and mess, and then you get paid, and then you factor in and you throw the women in. And women don't realize that, you know, we are your first line of defense. You know, you really the only power you got is what's between your legs, and that power is to give forth life. That is, you know, well, carry life and you bring it forth. And it's true, because even the people in the chat, you're here because of your mother. But these modern day females, it's like, listen, y'all some AI thinking ass, bitter, ignorant terrorists against civilized humans. Y'all are what y'all are. I don't care what level it is. Y'all are bitches. And even dogs, a female dog got better mother instinct than you, and that is so crazy.
Yeah, it's kind of like an upgrade to call him a bitch now. It's like, you know.
I know.
But I ain't never seen a Rottweiler kill her child so she won't miss the Instagram picture and shit. Like, I've never seen that. So I'm just say that for the dog.
They coughing. Ooh, that's cold.
Like that.
But it's cold.
On,
Hi guys.
Come on, Savannah, aka the female Perry Mason. You're gonna have to come up here and try to make this make sense. Because what you say? But you know, you the female, you have to live inside this room of with some, and I can only imagine the conversations you hear among women and even in your own family. I know you got to just like walk away. And by the way, Savannah, I got 2 daughters. I'm still trying to forgive myself. Still. Like, I'll take it back. Can I get a do-over? Because no way. And I would literally say this right in front of their face. I am so embarrassed that I stooped that low. There's no one to fault but me. And I fault myself. That's what I get for dealing with trash. Common sense plus trash equals you lose. Trash.
Yeah, simple math.
You know?
Yeah. Simple math.
Yep. One of my good friends, that's a millionaire. He said, the coolest thing is you admit it. You have to point that finger back at yourself.
Yep.
Now, if I can go back and look at all the signs, they were there. And my dumb ass kept going. Because I was after the seek and destroy mission. And look who got seeked out. And look who got destroyed. I know. This is why now in Canada, I can see how backwards America is, because Canada follows America. And I can see these young couples in love, and I just look at the men and saying, God, they have no clue about the time zone and the time bomb. Because these women who have benefited off of Savannah, they live in exclusive nice neighborhoods. I'm talking, they get the vagina money, they get the child support, they even get half the benefits when this man retires from his job.
Hey, G-Man, Dallas D says, Dallas D of Melanated and Candid Productions. Definitely, if I got a mod in the chat, you don't got to do it, Savannah. I'll do it.
I see.
You got it. Okay, yeah. Put her put their channel in the
yeah. Dallas D, that's that bad sister that did that Wade and Rose. Salute to you. I'm just listen. I missed the whole show, but when I came home, forget sports, I listened to everything. I'm surprised they're not coming after her for exposing that. I'm surprised because she exposed everything. It's all about money. It's all about money. The black budget, this and that. And believe it or not, world class, this thing gets even deeper than we can imagine. I would say this, Dallas D, and let me say this. Every preacher in America, every one of them is in on this destruction. They are not for the family. None of them. None of them. For me to find out about even a Jesus Christ image, this and that, and it's all adding up. It's like, yo, we've been played. We've been fucking played. And they just changed the slavery game from the rope and the cotton to energy and working. It's like,
they
whoa.
got they got gay pastors. So
yeah, man. Yeah. Yes. Listen, that's one thing that's a no-no, because we can't talk about it, because then they're gonna try to come and penalize you just for your opinion.
Hey man, I know what the book said.
Yep. And the deepest thing about this, all this confusion, Savannah and world class, all of this confusion is a mathematical situation, so we can keep our debating, fussing, and doing this, and no one guards the little one. These people want to have their rights and access to children. That, my friend, is
the other people's children. They want access
to
other people's children.
Right. And that's like, okay, it seems like we don't want to talk about that in the neighborhood. We don't even talk about how that was implemented into the churches. Like, why don't we want to talk about it? And it's like, yo, it's I can see us getting our ass kicked. Okay, I can see the transferring. Well, I'm mad, but yo, when we're gonna say stop, that we must protect the little ones, the voice of the voiceless. I can't go down like that. I'm just not. Nah. I don't want that on my back.
I got a couple of streams coming up, calling out somebody on that shit, bro.
Really?
Yeah. I kind of need to put two together, because it's like, man, these people. I think black people hate children. Black people hate children.
I think they've just been trained that way. That's all. I mean, your father raised you, right?
He was in jail.
So you had your mom to raise you.
Yeah,
and you
she was there.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna go with grandmother then. I'm a grandmother's child, so in a situation, I don't know. I'm not now. I'm just to the point. I don't have to say nothing negative about my mother. I can actually say that I was lucky. I'm lucky she got out the way. I'll say that much. And
I wasn't so lucky.
Okay, okay, but you made it. See, this is the thing, and the proof is you right here, and I can see you. So you made it. So, but you also got to understand. Then there was things going on that we never understood then. I mean, I came up with women around me that, the other parents, they'll bust your ass if you stepped out of line. I also came in with a kindergarten teacher that was brutal, a junior teacher that if I could see her old ass now, I probably still want to slap the taste out of her mouth for what she said, and don't know why she cracked on me. This is why I get on my old man. Like, did you have sex with this lady? Because this lady came at me from out the blue.
Hey, man. Hey, that be happening, man.
Yep. And they'll take it out on you because yep. And he said no, and he's full of shit. So I got a funny feeling that he did go Dr. Spankalicious on her, and that's why she can't stand me.
That's a lot. That's a lot right there, man. Just telling stories about how your daddy was slinging dick everywhere and made enemies.
Yeah, man. Or my mother took her boyfriend. Some crazy shit like that. It's like, yo. So then I, coming up to be a grown man is like, yo, he different. I don't take that shit. But I was lucky again to get out of a place called Louisiana. I'm telling you, it's a place that time forgot. The South is a very diverse place in the level of ignorance. And Christianity rules down there and no thoughts. So you can only imagine the credit that the women, all they do what they say about God. Like, well, God, only God can judge me. Okay, the government ordinance department you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
And it's just the level of, it's just they don't even read. I mean, I tease my daughter, like, what was the last book you read? See Spot Run? And they tease me about having an education. Listen to me, Dallas D.
You don't need to read. When you got feelings, you don't need to read.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
True. You just feel that make it real.
True. So, you know, and I hate this, man, because at once upon a time in the States, yo, man, at least 80% of the sisterhood, yo, man, they were straight. They were cooler than the other side of the pillar. Other side. Now I see the level of thought process. Instagram, OnlyFans page, like, what?
Listen, this is one thing I say, man. I don't know. I just was talking to the Big Mike drop the other day, last week about this, a week before last. And we'll let Breezy and Savannah get in because they gotta make sense out of this little white bitch. I used to, when I was with my cousin, right? We was around this dude that, you know, he was running the streets, but they did parties. So I used to hand out flyers when I was like 15, 16. So I got exposed to talking to a lot of people over a long time frame, right? TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, like everything is, people are the same. They're not different from before. It's just that most people that wasn't in sales and didn't work a job where you run into people a lot, it's probably new to y'all. But those of us that dealt with a lot of people it's pretty much the same. It's no different to me. All social media did was bring it to the average person that didn't know how real it was and didn't know how ghetto white people really are and didn't know how kinky hood chicks really is. Like, I mean, just meeting somebody, man, but then first 5 minutes, I know where she put her butt plug. In 5 minutes, I find out where she put her butt plug. I find out a lot of shit, man. It's nothing. It's nothing new to me. People keep blaming it on social media. It's just now it's like regular shit is mainstream, man. I knew all this shit forever, for decades now. I don't know what to tell you. It's not nothing. None of this stuff is new to me. Chicks been telling me their mom sold their vagina. Chicks been telling me these Dubai stories. I've been new about all those things. It's not new. They was doing it here. They wasn't doing it in Dubai.
Yeah, yo, let the ladies let them comment. Maybe they can make sense of this. Maybe they can. I can't no more.
Yeah, because both of them got that bad. They always dropping off them bad services. Let them, because you don't know in their service, especially Jay Lynn.
They don't want them to talk.
Shots
I know,
fired.
right?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, Savannah, we can hear you.
Okay. Well, first of all, the lady in the video, her ass is not nice enough to be acting like that. I'm just gonna say it. Okay.
Thank you. Amen. Where Mr. Jack when you need him?
I also wanted to say that I don't think we can prevent things like this unless there are laws put in place for the gym.
Right.
I can't see women stopping unless there are consequences, and I think she needs to be in jail.
Yeah,
she needs to be in jail. I know it's extreme, but nobody consented to being recorded. I know it's a public space, but there has to be something done for this, because had the reaction gone the way she wanted it to, what would happen to the man?
Railroad in jail, a court, extortion of money to defend his honor, and he'd have felt some kind of way. Yep. You got a point.
There are women-only gyms for a reason.
Right.
So
I don't yet know what gym this was. I take it as not Planet Fitness.
Yeah. It's so sad.
Yeah, man, and that's why I'm not trying to be provocative with the title, but you know, career-wise, you can definitely get Emmett Till.
Mm-hmm.
You can definitely be exposed, and we know how quick they'll put a charge on a dude. I think even Mr. Palmer channel today, he was talking about a dude was accused of something, and eventually the charges was dropped. I'm like, would that mean that they charged him in the first place, or for something that was just egregious? And just these accusations like that. And granted, she doing it for clout. She wasn't trying to take him to a precinct. Hopefully, she wasn't. But in a situation like this, man, you at extreme risk. That's why you got a Savannah or a Breezy. They have a good head on their shoulders that's reasonable. Talking about where all the real dudes at. Why are they walking around without, where the men at? Why they not saying nothing to us no more? Because this is the risk you run. Just looking at him, he's not even saying anything. It's like we can't get y'all to say something, so we're gonna make a big deal out of you looking at us. You know what I'm saying? And then it's a white chick around a bunch of brothers. Like that bothers the shit out of me.
At this point, y'all need to start going to the gym with your sister so she can protect you, because this is getting out of hand.
I just say get back to basics. Let's just go to the gym and hoop and enjoy ourselves. Because it's like I said, grew up without TikTok, without all of this, and the attention grabbing. It's just getting ridiculous. I think it's ridiculous. Just like Amber Heard saying, that was dog poo-poo on the pillow. And I hope you hear this, Amber Heard. You lucky that was Johnny Depp. I know a lot of men. I know a lot of men would have called the cops. You got 30 minutes to get here, and I'm about to have me some fun in 30 minutes. Amber Heard, and I'm not advocating violence. I'm just saying there's just some things you shouldn't do. You can't agitate a calm man, because once the rage kicks in, it's it's too late. He about to kick your ass. Again, shitting on somebody's pillow.
She wouldn't have done that with the baby.
Baby would have beat that bitch up. He don't
Yep.
I wanted to say this.
Go ahead.
Savannah, you made an extreme point, but I actually like it, right? You said she should be in jail. This kind of reminds me of people who create those workers' comp injury, things, and they get investigated. People will follow you around. Let's say you lose a finger, your neck breaks. Then you see this motherfucker piling groceries, moving in a way that injury should prevent it from moving. But you caught your crime on camera. You filmed your act. You know what I mean? This right here will be thrown out in court if you accuse them of anything. This is attention seeking. This is bait. And
coercion, right?
Yeah, look at like a bottle of Elmer's glue. You know what I mean? Come on now.
That just shows her entitlement, because if I know I'm in the wrong, the last thing I'm doing is filming.
Right.
As soon as I felt like that dude was looking at me, I'm cutting the camera off. What is there to film?
And so you're saying she was basically looking for that attention, DNA.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was so entitled that she thought that somebody is gonna agree with her and her fucked up mind. This is what you said makes sense when you Breezy, when you was like, what you say, Karen-ish?
Yeah, very carrying.
Yeah, carrying, because you're so egregious and detached. It's the detachment for me. Like you so in your own little retarded world where I don't even think I'm supposed to be able to say retarded. Well, you just so used to getting your way and getting in that echo chamber that people be saying. You don't realize that life is not like that. You trying to expose two dudes that don't come from your culture, obviously, with something that doesn't exist. And you so thirsty, you stick her neck. She's sticking her neck out.
This is egocentric behavior.
Okay, I thought so.
I don't know what y'all in this bullshit. Apparently she has a following. I ain't did all that yet, but the researcher, because I don't be looking for chicks. I don't know how y'all do it. Once I see somebody ugly, I don't want to see their page no more.
Hey,
she's not
that's the sisterhood fault. You see how she tried to talk back? She got that shit from the sisters, man. Dude, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? Bruh, they got to be put back in their place. How many men have gone to jail behind shit like this?
Man, I mean, I don't think nobody should Ike her. Nobody should Ike Turner her, but man, she need to chill. All right. And listen, G-Man, you made a really good point. I was listening earlier when, my servicing dropped, as the world likes to say. Now, let me tell you something. You said something about the slaves, the slave. You were talking about slavery, and you said it went from like picking cotton to now like pretty much in the pulpit. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I want to ask you guys, how long have you so-called been a slave, and when did you get your freedom back?
Never. It's just been. You're right. It's just been done another way. You're not picking cotton, but you're picking something. It just ain't cotton. You know, they changed the game on us. And now the game of plantation and slavery is fucking child support and alimony and all of this shit to destroy the family. That's some, like, and again, the children are unguarded. So why are we bickering about some Fed notes or property? Shit that we're struggling just to maintain. And then some women want to keep the children, but then why? You're not going to pay attention to them. You're not. Let's look at Mike Epps. His wife said at the age of 36, I'm too old to get a job. No, but did you literally say that? You know, and it's like, when did we stop motivating the children? And when did we divide the children? And now this shit has gone into the schools. And now they're bickering with each other. So it's crazy. You know, I don't know, man. Going to college, that was the one thing I enjoyed, was y'all company. And basically, the company of playing spades, dominoes, talking shit, cooking, just being what we are, people. All of a sudden, that love is gone. Mm-hmm. That love it's an embarrassing thing now. Again, I said it. I saw it the other day when I was working. Girls walking to school, and they got on the Daisy Dukes. I'm like, wait a minute. They didn't do this shit when I was in school. So, and the boys are gamers. They ain't got time for that. They know it. Like, shit, my mama raised me, and I see what she do to my dad. Nope. And I love my mama, but nope. White kids catch it. They catch it differently. I can see it because they got a bigger pot of estates and economics to deal with. You understand? It's different on their side. With us, man, we still scratching and surviving like good times. Like, fuck, man, this is crazy.
Dallas D said the prison industrial complex is slavery reinvented, just like child support is that is prison.
And you know what I love, world class? When a woman speaks up, because when a woman speaks up and speaks facts, shit, men can say, okay, it's time for me to take a seat because the empress is speaking.
I'm telling you, it make life easier. That's why I said Breezy, Savannah, y'all, whatever show y'all want to do, you can come up here whenever you want. Let me know.
I know the women who hate them.
You got a woman when women want to speak up. You know, you gotta listen, because what's the point of doing this? Like MGTOW, men going their own way. Save yourself, black man, whatever. I get it. It's like that's like, I take them as the how can I say this? Flintstone, like the spark. Like, yeah, you putting your foot down. It's like an ultimatum. It's not worded as an ultimatum, but it's like an ultimatum. If this is what's going on, I'm fucking out of here. So once you make your point, and you got women that go, yeah, I agree with you. You just build with them. Mm-hmm. That's it. So I'll build with it. I'll build with a Breezy. I'll build with a Savannah, and then go from there. That's all we can do. Like, I'm coming out with a video. I'm gonna put it together like the 12. I call them. I'm gonna call them the solvent sisterhood. Solvent women that'll put you in, position. D definitely is on there, and D and her channel is on there, and my sister K, and then 10 other ones, because. Like I did with the video with the cop. My whole life I've been against cops. But if I can open my mouth, I mean, actually bring myself up. Hold on real quick. If I can open my mouth and talk shit about what cops do wrong, then I can open my mouth and big up the shit that they do right. You know what I mean? So if I can critique black females, then I can shout out the ones that do, that do call out the bullshit. You know what I mean?
Shazar Ali, man, they hated that woman, man.
Hated.
Okay.
They
still hate her.
They can't wait to hate her tomorrow.
Yeah. And there's a few, and I like it because I see it more, that more females are understanding this. The sisterhood understanding, like, listen, we've been infiltrated, and they broke up something that was solid. Because even back in the days, y'all older sisters, your mom's friends that are older like me, money flowed through the hood. We didn't have no credit cards. Credit cards was on the other side of the fence. We had pure money. And that's what they came after in the 60s. Still, everything is about money. Jail, like Dallas D, the prison complex, it's about money. We under the Rockefeller and the Rothschilds educational system. And I will ask each and one of y'all, starting with Savannah. Savannah, honestly, what did you learn in high school? Did you learn anything about economics in high school?
Savannah, she got that breezy thing where her phone dropped down to 2G.
Okay, well, Breezy, you still there?
I'm here.
Tell me this. What did you learn in high school about economics?
Really, not much.
See?
You know, it was just false teachings that's not memorable. And it's just on
See?
repeat, you know?
Yep. So this is the conversation. And I had a conversation with some sixth graders the other day. And they literally said, I asked them, what do you learn in school? They all said in the same breath, nothing. Like they was rhyming. White dudes. They did. And I said, I can bet you your teacher is a female. They said, yep. I said, you know, you should question your teacher. Like, why aren't y'all learning about economics? And take the answer. And then you need to learn. We definitely need to learn about this because we've been in a chaotic system for God knows how long. And y'all young. Y'all should question and demand, like, listen, this ain't cool. And Savannah got it, Breezy got it. And what I'm saying what you got is you got something called an SSN number. It told you it's your social security. No, it's not. It's your slavery surveillance number. And both of y'all are sitting on a lot of money, including you, world class, but we can't touch it. We can't touch it because they won't allow us to touch it. And that's what I still don't understand why people hate Trump. That's what Trump was trying to do. Like, wait a minute, y'all. Y'all are walking bank. But people want to say he's racist. Yes, he's racist like I am. I can't stand lazy ass people, period. Point blank. Can't stand it. Can't work with it. Can't do it. If I got to get up and take my ass to the plantation, so do you to pay the bills. That's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the fucking way it is. We should have had our own shit anyway. And I seen it. And that's my curse. Because I seen this. I seen the black doctors, the black pharmacists, the black hamburger joint before McDonald's. I've seen it. I've seen that dollar rotate over and over and over. But I was on the very end of the transition in the 60s. And that's when we took on some bullshit called civil rights. Till this day, I'm still not a Martin Luther King's fan. I never will be. You helped transfer the wealth to them. And I'll be the only one in line by myself saying, I am not a fan of MLK. I am a fan of Malcolm X. Do for self. Period. Point blank. That's just the way it is. This is why they had to bring in integration. We had better athletes. We had better ideas. This world lives off our invention, from the damn iron to the fork, to the rotary engine, to the goddamn traffic light, to actually the potato chip, to even buffalo wings. You name it, we done it. And you're trying to tell me we
commercial?
Say what?
I said, ain't that a commercial?
Yep.
You name it,
yep.
we done.
We have nothing. We have fucking nothing, y'all. We have nothing. And for me to grow up, I would prefer to have been born with you guys. Y'all much more of this Shaka Zulu. Y'all got that Shaka Zulu shit in you because y'all want to fight. When I grew up, the fighters were before me. And then we grew.
What it is with our generation is, what it is with our generation is, at least the 80s babies, is that it's so obvious that it's dumb. It's like to continue is just to choose to be stupid. And we don't really have a choice. There's no choice. That's why people might, like, if they dumb, somebody from the 80s is like on that dumb shit. Like, let them die. Like, they're dumb. Like, we already know better. We already get it. And I would say that we the last pure generation, because we came in a little pocket where right before advertisement got out of control, and right after, like right before advertisement got out of control, and then also right before people stopped going outside, because we spent most of the day outside. A lot of people that you see brown skin or dark skin today, they was actually light skin when they was little, but we was outside all day. The 90s babies, they was in front of Nickelodeon. Like, we learned how to fight with sticks, learn how to fight in the street. We played football, tackle football in the street. Like, we was outside. That 90s generation, man. Whew.
I wanted to say this, right?
Dramatic change. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, and bear with me. I'm gonna take you guys for a walk around the corner, but only to come back to a certain point, right? So I was watching a video today. It was on like, you know, the Mind and MK Mind Ultra and stuff like that. And they were just discussing the splitting of the brain. You know, it's breaking down your psyche and by way of, you know, the use of LSD, cryotherapy, waterboarding, shock therapy, and, you know, voiceovers that are constantly playing while you're in a condition that you're not supposed to be in. You know what I mean? And during the time they're conditioning your mind to make you believe you're someone you're not. We need to reclaim our memory, reclaim who we are and what we could be. You know what I mean? They told us who we were. And by way of just creating laws and saying we can't do this, we can't do that, but we're free. How can we not do it? You know?
Yeah.
And I think we're just in a place where we just have, like I said, we have to be individual, independent thinkers. We can't let them think for us. We can't let them keep writing these books that are untrue. Like, I think it's a blessing that we can even speak to G Money. You mentioned you were older. It's people like you that let us know what it is and what you've been through that make us have that fight in us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know, like I said, y'all are that warrior class. I got to give it to you, y'all that warrior class. And now it's not a warrior class because they bought in the trans. I don't even call it transgender. I just call it changing of the minds. I mean, you know, y'all under attack because of that reason. Because y'all are definitely the money crew. The rich is supposed to come to y'all. This is why they don't like y'all in the cryptocurrency. They say the Black Americans, they say they're in the crypto hard, and they say every other culture is missing out. That's that. I think Dallas Deacon said that was Black Wall Street, but Black Wall Street was the last. It was North Carolina and those guys that was the first. And I only learned that in fucking like a few years ago. Like, wait, what? And then Niagara Fall. This is why they got rid of old dirty bastard, because old dirty bastard opened up his mouth and said something he wasn't supposed to say that his grandfather told him. We's ain't from Africa. We's from America. Us finding ourselves out is that's scary to them because you'll change your mind. And again, that's part of your generation, Savannah, that generation that researches. This is why they even changed the music on you guys and the genre to this from conscious rap to this. I don't know what this shit is now. Beats are nice, but it's always kill, murder, kill, nigga this, nigga that. Like, okay.
Don't nobody know what the fuck this shit is no more.
I don't.
Nobody fucking know.
You know, the only thing I could do, Savannah, is tell you how it was with me. But with you guys, y'all supposed to be, y'all put the ALLIN in balling. Y'all just different. And this is what they're afraid of. They're afraid of you guys uniting. And within 24 hours, y'all back on top. And see, again, y'all that warrior class. Y'all may not be the ones that march and want to mind. You know, nobody wants to march no more. Either let's do it or get the fuck out the way or leave me alone.
I ain't marching.
You know,
at all.
I'm not impressed with that George Floyd situation, but it's just too much of a distraction and something wasn't right. I still say it to this day. Something wasn't right, just like that shooting in Texas. You just not gonna tell me a boy come up with that kind of economics. And that kind of truck? Come on, y'all.
Dallas D said, I knew music was there when I heard chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Whole time that was Willow Smith. And you see how that family turned out.
Man, listen, that situation with Will Smith, do you know that somebody just showed me this the other day? That was from a movie back in the day.
I got that.
You got it?
I got that. I gotta put it in MP4 form.
Step for step, word for word. I'm like, man, you sons of bitches.
Absolutely. Step for step.
Word for word.
Voice inflection for tonality.
Yep.
Everything was exactly the same. I said, you motherfuckers.
So world class. Now I know why his ass ran to India. He wasn't running to India to get away. He was running in to hide. And then she chasing him over to India. Now her ass was running there to hide too, because sooner or later we was gonna figure it out. And I don't think selective amnesia is gonna work too well anymore with them, like we forget. No, it's just not working well, because it's going to come out on them. Wait till if y'all hear about, just think of the man who played Malcolm X. And this man is caught up in what we're talking about. Because I just heard Mr. Trumptastic say something about MJ and Tom Brady, y'all. You heard me. MJ, and y'all know who MJ is, and it ain't Michael Jackson. MJ, I want to be like, you know who, and Tom Brady. Now, for me to think, now we're about to skip dynamics. Dallas, roll with me on this. A few weeks ago, there was a quarterback, a guy who from Ohio State, who played with the Pittsburgh Steelers. All of a sudden, he comes up deceased and says a dump truck hit him on the highway. You think? Something ain't right. And they did say this. This is stated. They said anybody that's of our tone that makes that kind of money, those people come to them. It is stated. You make that kind of money, 20 mil, 40 mil, whatever it is, they come to you and they give you an ultimatum. So now it makes me think outside the box that man said, no, I'm not with this. Now, if you want to hear somebody talk about it, it's a bishop named Larry Gaithers. He's a bishop. This man got to have bodyguards, y'all, because he's throwing down. And he got sources, inside sources with the FBI. And if you ever want to catch some information, you go to him. You just go, make your dinner, and listen. I guarantee you're going to stop, hit replay, push it back a little bit just to notice what you just said. So what I'm saying, I got that from a reliable source. And another thing is we're moving to another 3D. We're moving to a whole new thing. We are 900 years behind on consciousness, y'all. 900 years. 900. The people who are running us, Dallas D, you gonna like this. The people who are running us were kicked out of Africa a long time ago because they was mutilating their bodies. They was doing this, and they took the melanin out of their body. And you know where they took them to? The caves of Europe. Who running the country, y'all? The people from where? Fill in the blank. It's the greater. It sounds crazy, don't it? It sounds crazy. But for me to be this old, it's like a puzzle that's spinning. And now the pieces that were missing are now coming in. And now I can almost see the full picture.
All right, hold on real quick, dude, man. It's something that this is one of the movies. I got a whole folder of this. I'm trying to show people this shit over and over again. Teaching y'all principles on how this game rock. Like y'all get caught up in the satanic stuff and the rituals, but this movie straight gives you the core values of how they operate. With games and chess. It's a movie about games and cons and chess. Yeah, that's my shit right there, man. That's my shit right there, bro. That's my shit right there, bro. That shit is that shit. I'm telling you, I don't care who watching this. I don't care if it's an opponent in the future. Everything you just watch, I'm going to bust your ass with it. I'm a fucking master at using those principles. That shit works no matter what. That shit will. You got the 48 laws of power. I will run laps around you with just that movie. That's how good I am at it. That's how good that shit works no matter what. I don't care who you are. That little bit of stuff that he showed you, that shit is fucking fire when you apply it in real life. That shit works no matter what. Shit dope as shit. You got the 48 laws of power. I will fuck you up. That shit is obsolete. I will beat your ass with this shit I just showed. I don't care who wrote it. I don't care that 48 laws of power. That shit is shit. I crush niggas that use that all day. I will run laps around you with that little shit that I just showed you. That shit is infinite. It don't never run out. The bigger the trick, the older the trick, the easier it is to pull. Get people comfortable. It's more principles, but just that right there, that shit fucking fire. It's fire. Shit works every day, nonstop. and to the best of not just like each competition, but like top echelon, world class people with world class mindsets, people with PhDs, geniuses, run laps around niggas with that really basic shit. When I seen that shit, I seen that movie Revolver right before I seen Hidden Colors.
What's the name of the movie?
Revolver.
Revolver. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And for people want to play, people that's watching the playback, that part will be cut out. They always, every time I played it, they copyright me, and they copyright to the point where it cannot be shown in the UK. Granted, the guy that made the movie is Guy Ritchie. He's from the UK, and the movie is banned in the UK.
Because you will understand about the parliament. Again, man, this is why they call it the Great Awakening. Again, we didn't talk like this at one time. One time we did, and then there was years we didn't. What Dallas did on Roe versus Wade, we didn't do that. But when you got a spirit that comes out and says, shit, I'm not going to be halted. I'm going to speak. Got breezy. It's y'all are proof that this is true. And then you going to throw some shit out there like that. Dude, I'm finna get off and go to Netflix, see if I can find that movie. Revolver. Yep. See, that's that.
It ain't on there.
See?
It ain't on there. It ain't on there. No.
They don't want you waking up.
You think I'm telling you for no reason? You can't find that movie. It's on. Anybody that posts that, they didn't got copyright.
Wow.
YouTube. You can't find that movie. You might have to go buy it or something.
Wow.
They don't want you knowing that shit. That shit's fire. You can find it, but it's not gonna be on the popular shit. It ain't gonna be on YouTube. It's not gonna be on Netflix.
Shit, man. It looks like, because that's a movie for your mind. That's a movie for your mind. It makes you like sit there with some popcorn and forget to eat the damn popcorn because you're involved in the movie so hard.
Yeah. Ray Liotta just passed away this year. If I'm not mistaken, hopefully that wasn't fake news, and I'm saying the dude did and he's not. He was in that movie, Andre 3000. Well, you seen him, so it was a movie that you would think would blow up, but it did not because of what it was teaching you, man. That shit.
Hey, world. That's probably the reason why they probably started messing with old boy too, because you know he pulled out everything, and you know movies like that. You know he's in there making money, and then he's in there like thinking like, wait a minute, like. Shit, this applies to life and what goes on in the States. Because see, they got to make sure we think we from Africa, which I'm not gonna knock that thought. But yo, man, they never taught us about Noble Drew Ali. They never taught us a lot of shit. Why did they deny us that information? Because that information would have freed our mind. You know what Parliament say? Free your mind, your ass will follow. So, you know. Information, man, it's like a drug to me. I love information. I love it, man. You know, like I said again, shout out to Dallas D and Mr. Palmer for doing that, what they did on that whole situation of Roe versus Wade.
Oh yeah, I got a video to do on or live to do on that. That abortion was one where they show the baby getting pulled out. I have to do a video on that. I have to, because that shit was crazy.
Yeah. I wanted to say this. You know, in history, you said you don't like Martin Luther King earlier. In history,
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
From what I can recall in my history classes, they've always taught us about the silent people who supposedly made a difference. They never taught us about the warriors and the fighters. Like back when they wouldn't even really say anything about Malcolm X. He was mentioned in passing, but Martin Luther King had his days. We're working on his projects for a week or two. Right. So I wanted to mention that if there's so many lost years of consciousness for our people, I believe that we have to come to a point where we understand there is absolutely no way, and we have to accept it too, no way that we can all be on one accord. So it's very dangerous for them, that a few of us even agree on anything beyond what they're telling us. I mean, it's kind of like comparable to removing water out of a large body of water, bucket by bucket, pail by pail. What science tells us is it can be done, considering, well, if the water levels is unchanging and constant, but it's not really possible. Not really probable. So we need to take the people who want to come with us, and the other ones, let the dead bury the dead.
I ain't messing with you. That's warrior talk. That's warrior talk. Yep. That's what. You see, that's what.
Bang, bang, bang.
You right. You are right. You do know this too, and this is an embarrassing thing, and I don't want to ever say nothing about him because Mr. Palmer, so you got to watch what you say about, the nation. But you do know that there was a group of people that paid that group of people not to bring that religion into the South. I know it to be true because I grew up in the South, and the only thing that reigned through the South was this Serapis Jesus Christ symbol, not the nation. Oh, I've heard of the nation. They never threw the nation at us. We never heard no speeches. So this dude was accepting money from that group that changed their sheets and put on black robes. So yes, I agree with you, Warrior. You're right. Some people ain't gonna roll with us. I guess we can't have the Al Sharptons and the Jesse Jacksons with us. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Keep the perm heads. You know what I mean?
I'll follow you. Hey, world, I'll follow. I like the way she talk. Yep. What you need? Yep. She right. She's right. Continue. Mm-hmm. You speaking. Continue.
Well, I say this, man. I emphasize people have to learn how, like they say, like the old saying is, keep your friends close, keep your enemies closer. Meaning you know more about your enemy than you do your friend. And we don't understand how the opposition really work. We don't really get that part. So like I said, in the mentorship, if you ain't seen that, G-Man, definitely go check it out. Go check out my live from Saturday, like Sunday.
Okay.
On mentorship, the free mentorship, episode 1. So we're going to do a lot of them actually. Until I know I done put on YouTube secret order level of information, but we got to get the mind prep to be ready to really work for the brothers. And coming out, I think tomorrow is my video. The little bit I did on kind of just put my toe in what femininity really is, and why not really. I ain't really getting into the transgender shit, but I taught what femininity is for those of us that are initiated, what we really know. It's just weird, man. Learning about universal law and then learning about universal law and being initiated in 2006, and then here it is 2022, and they talking about it's more than one gender, and you gotta pick my pronoun and all this fucking goofy shit. Because it's like, I know the people that run the planet is like looking at this. Those of us that's not on the fuck shit, looking like, what the fuck is going on? Like, how do you confuse femininity with outfits? Like, these conscious chicks is sticking stones and crystals up their pussy, talking about that's divine femininity. Meanwhile, this hooker got a fucking child cemetery in her womb. So what fucking part of divinity is killing children? That shit confuses me. I don't understand that part. Mr. Goodbird says facts. You will learn more from the people you don't like. Facts. Keep your enemies close, friends close. Keep your enemies closer, man. You gotta learn your enemy, man. How they operate. Like the movie Revolver said, man. The bigger the trick, the older the trick, the easier it is to pull. Because people think it can't be that big or that old for so many people to have fallen for. People get what do I say in the Law of Diminishing Intent video? Comfort is your number one enemy. That's the greatest murderer of all time. It's the greatest demon and devil this world has ever fostered. Ain't no demon and devil and no religion in its class. It's gonna kill you. And people just want to get comfortable. People want quick fix, instant gratification, something for nothing guarantees. Stupid shit that don't make no sense. And people preying on, like this little ugly big head wench here, they preying on your need to be comfortable. You sit there, like we seeing this little video, right? This little 1 minute video. We don't know how many takes this wench took. We have no idea how many videos she took, how many gyms she went to, how many hours she didn't try to catch these two niggas that act like they perverts and then gonna say something. I had to what the fuck she say here? Trainer gets caught on camera being a pervert. When I stand up for myself, he threatens Like you not so did he so he for you to stand up for yourself, he didn't threaten you before? I just like stupid shit like that, man. You gotta know how they gonna rock. That's why I look at it as maybe I should have put a soft Emmett Till attempt. Because I'm looking at it from a principle standpoint of you trying to get me booked, you trying to get me R-worded financially to where I can't work no more. If he gets that charge and he get rolled up, he can't work in his field no more. So it's gonna be less likely, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Breezy, what you about to say?
Yeah, man, I just want to say this, and I'm gonna, get on up out of here. But listen, man, y'all know how to play Uno, or just any game for that matter, right? I'm saying this to say you learn the rules of the game, right? When these translucent people, they shake your hand or they put their hand on your shoulder, it's always a power move. Understand the language, start understanding words. How when you have a problem, they think you're about to get violent. Notice how they structure sentences to appease you. Learn the language and know that certain words are being substituted to create certain emotions out of you. You know what I mean? And once you know their game, you know how to operate, you know how to play, you'll always be good. You're good on land and you're good on water. Some people are only good on land because you don't know how to play the game. So I think people need to start learning because they're not playing with you.
Your girl Savannah said, you can tell she watches feminist empowerment compilations all day. Facts. You can immediately tell that. You specifically can tell that that's what she's been watching. Because that's what's the inspiration of the video in the first place. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, we definitely about to close out. G-Man, I appreciate you coming up, bro.
All right, brother.
Having me up for the first time. Shout out to Zone. My pronouns.
What up, Zone?
Yeah, true. That Lizzie said I like Breezy. Yeah, I fucks with Breezy, man. She's definitely cool. Met her weirdly, but she definitely cool. She be love a woman with I had on like a woman you can have a conversation with. You know what I'm saying? Like these weird chicks that be trolling in Palmer chat or just trolling the manosphere period, man. I can't, man.
I think Shazara Ali, she would be proud of those three women, Dallas D, Breezy, and Savannah. She would definitely be proud of those three ladies. If I won't even call them women, I have to call them ladies. I have to give them due respect. It's been a long time. So to hear that, the logic and the common sense, just those things coming out of females, man, it is definitely much needed. And that's what men are lacking, like women who can hold their own, man, and do research. So those type of women, all three, I'm quite sure at the dinner table, the conversation is very intellectual. And that's good for the mind and the soul. So world class, yo, man, keep doing your thing. Noble, we go way back to other channels. So yo, man, it's your turn. Thank you for that movie Revolver, because I'm damn sure gonna be looking for it, bro.
Man, that's a movie to study, bro. Definitely, bro. I appreciate you coming up, man. We're gonna be doing some more stuff. We got some fire, bro.
Okay, bro.
We got some fire, man. Some shots about to be sent out, man, because we're gonna go there. But I appreciate you, big bro.
All right, man. We'll talk later, man.
Thank you.
Peace. All right, peace.
Yeah, this was cool. I didn't really want this live to be long anyway, because this is a short little video. I was gonna make a video on it, but I was having some issues. They got sorted out, but I was like, I might as well just go live. Because my 5-year-old, who's asleep now, he graduated pre-K. I was proud of that, and so he's supposed to play today, but he's knocked out. I've been a god dad since I was 15. So my god baby is 21. So I've been to a lot of graduations. But I freaking man, I broke down, bro. I gotta go say that lie to you. His pre-K graduation, man. I was it, Friday? So you gonna cry when you get in the car. Like I was good, and then I got in the car. And then like he was just so happy, man. He was so happy because I, hugged him up, told him I was proud of him. Walking with him in the hallway, whatever. He was just so happy, man, and I just broke down. So I'm proud of him. It's my God. But yeah, we getting out of here. We got a video releasing tomorrow, 9:30. We got a video coming out every week. We got a lot of videos to make. Got like a list of like 23 videos I gotta make, so I'm getting on the ball. Gotta be consistent with YouTube. Shout out to Mr. Goodbread. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you, definitely. Definitely inspire me, bro. You inspire me. You just been, every time I look at my notification or something, I see you putting up. So, bro, I'm proud of your effort. Definitely since we spoke, I think 2 months ago. You just been on fire, bro. I'm proud of you, man. Just keep it up. I definitely like that. Like G-Man said to me, man, your time, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, Supreme 10. Appreciate it. Again, definitely G-Man. Thank you for coming out. Yeah. She definitely, okay, you got it. Yeah. Please check out Dallas D. Dallas D is fire. Her and Roxy and Nisa. Nisi, I think. Nisa. Go check their channel out. They have adult conversations. I was on there a few times. I've been on there live last 2 times, being goofy, borrowing them. But it's still definitely a dope conversation. Check it out. So yeah. We got some live. I got videos coming out, but I got some lives where we going there. Friday's video, definitely go check that out. Tomorrow video is cool. It's pretty much on just basically a short of when I was going over what femininity really is. But Friday is an old video that I did a long time ago about a dickhead, and it's just me going over a conversation he had, but it's more shit. And I'll probably do a live Saturday to elaborate on why I took such a position. It's pretty old. To be honest, the videos that it came from were deleted. So, but fuck that shit. I want to smoke. It's just where I'm at with shit. I just don't like certain shit that I just don't fuck with. Yeah, you got it. I got that already. So yeah, Dallas D, they celebrating Father's Day this week. I don't listen. I don't like no feet. I don't want nobody to put their feet on me. I don't want them damn salmon snatchers on me. Mr. Goodbread said, "Each one teach one, bro. You inspire me. Plus, I learn from you every stream. We brothers, not friends, man. I love you. No crab legs with facts, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, definitely brothers, man. Brothers from another mother. We're gonna leave out of here with our song before we get out of here. We're gonna drop that first. That's gonna be it. That's the summer anthem for me. But like we always say, man, it ain't. Yeah, definitely check out Mr. Goodbread. Like it shows at the bottom. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified every time a video is uploaded by any one of your content creators. Y'all know who y'all tribe. Y'all tribe, y'all in the village. Definitely free to break down any one of my videos or use it. I do the best I can to kind of make it clear and clean so you can clip it and do what you need to do with it. I appreciate you guys. There ain't but 2 classes on this planet, never been 3. You go world class or you outclass. And the question is not which class do you want to live in. The question is which class of the ones coming behind you deserve for you to die in. On your feet, on your knees, respect the craft. Noble.
Let's talk to him back. I'm F-R-E-E, fuck girl free. That mean I ain't gotta worry about a bitch nagging me. I'm S-I-N-G.
The world class.
Yeah.